Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley. If you are new, welcome, and if you're not new, thank you for coming back for another video. So in today's video, we're going to be discussing my January 2019 favorites and disappointments. So if you're interested in seeing what I loved this month and what I was not feeling so much, definitely stay tuned. So guys, just before we get into the favorites, I just did this ridiculous look. So yesterday's video, definitely check it out. That look is so crazy, okay? Definitely check it out. Very out of my comfort zone. Very, very editorial, okay? Colorful, bright, and I'm so happy that I've washed it off, okay? That was, the eye look was just ridiculous. It was pretty, but girl, I'm so happy to have them eyelashes off. I don't know how people be wearing eyelashes every day because I just could feel it. It was ridiculous. So anyways, into the favorites, but definitely check that video. I think it's fun. I think it was fun for me to film, and I think you might enjoy it, okay? So definitely check that out. And I will put it in the cards. It's probably over here, right? Probably over here. In the cards, click the eye, and you will get the link to that video I'm talking about. So anyways, for my favorites, I have notes in my notes. Starting off with this foundation, Smashbox Studio Skin 15-Hour Wear Hydrating Foundation. It is a great foundation, very beautiful. It lasts for quite a long time. Picked it up in the beginning of the month, so I've had a chance to put it to use, okay, several times throughout this month, and I really like it. The shade is 4.25. The skin tone is dark, undertone is warm, and this is just a great foundation match for me. Whenever I, powder it, set it and everything like that, it just looks flawless. I have really been enjoying that foundation. Lasts well, wears well, blotting, the foundation does not come off, so I like this foundation. I like it. It's a winner, okay? So the next thing, this is the E.L.F. Beautifully Bare. It's like lit from within mattifying foundation primer, something like that, but this is a nice smoothing primer. I do not find it to be mattifying though, but it gives the skin a nice silky feel. It just really smooths everything out, but I wouldn't say like it's pore filling or anything like that, but I do like it. I did try this in my full face of E.L.F. I'll put a link in the eye, and then I'll put a link in the description bar, of course, for you guys to check that out. But this is a very nice primer, and ever since I did that video, I have been picking this up every so often to just put all over the face and then use something else in my pore area to kind of fill those in a little bit more. Alright, so the next item is my E.L.F. Primer-Infused Blush in the shade Always Spicy. So, of course, this was in that full face of E.L.F. video, too. Definitely click it and check it out. But this is a very nice blush. It goes on very nicely. It doesn't skip. It's not patchy. And, I mean, I find that it wears well throughout the day. I do like this shade for my skin tone, and it's very nice and, of course, very affordable. So, I really like this shade of blush, and it is a matte blush. So, let me show you guys a little bit closer, but it's really good. So if you can check it, if you can find it on the E.L.F. website, definitely pick it up, because I have heard that it goes in and out of stock pretty quickly because it is really nice. So I'm curious to try the other two shades of blush as well, but trying to rein in the spending, okay? Trying to rein it in. So I'm gonna stick with this one for now. All right. Okay, so for the eyes, I am feeling this Nars palette so much. So if you're somebody who's looking for a nice travel friendly, easy to use eyeshadow palette with neutrals, we've got some like cooler tones here, like these cooler tones here, some warmer, some more neutral shades in this palette. Look, this cool tone, like grayish matte shade there, this nice taupey gray shade, then we've got a warmer transition shade, a little bit lighter, and then you've got some beautiful metallics in here that are easy to use, very smooth, very easy to use. I think this is a fantastic palette, and people have said that these bigger shades are actually able to be used like as contour and stuff. Did I contour today? Let me try. I picked some of that warmer shade up. Do I see anything? I don't know. Y'all let me know. Okay, it's doing something. Ha! Wow. You can even use the bigger shades for some of your face needs as well. So that's This is a great palette. I'm very happy with it. The mirror is very nice, the same size of the palette, and then it has this soft matte feel to it. It's just a really great palette. I've heard that this is similar to another Nars palette, like Nars Loaded or Unloaded or something. I don't know. But if you don't have that palette, then you might consider getting this one, especially if you're looking for, you know, maybe a higher end neutral palette that's easy to travel with, and you can use you can get some double duty out of those big shades at the top. I really like this one. Definitely going into my February makeup haul for me to use this some more because I really want to. Next, the Fenty loose powders. I was not expecting this. I was not planning on getting these. I was curious about the concealer. I've really been into my base makeup and stuff. I mean, I've always been into my base makeup, but really wanting to make the skin look as beautiful as possible. And guys, these powders are really good. Girl, I had to, after I had the honey, I had to go back to see about a different shade for all over the face. And ever since I got these, I have not put them down. They're very nice. I love the smell of them. It's just real soft and subtle. Nothing too abrasive. It's not perfumey. It's just like a type of powdery like smell. I don't know how to explain it. It's really nice. Really nice. I do not find these to be overly mattifying, because I just got finished with my makeup, and do I look like dry or like super matte? I don't think so. Girl, this is probably my favorite Fenty complexion product that they've released. Over the foundation, over the concealers. I'm feeling these. This is in my January makeup haul. So this is the It Cosmetics. Was this in my haul? I thought so. It's sitting up here, so I'm thinking it's in my haul. I don't know. If it's not, then I will clarify. But the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Full Coverage Anti-Aging Waterproof Concealer in 41.5 Deep Golden. This is a very hydrating concealer, full coverage. You don't need a lot. This is going to last me quite a while. I like using this on my under eye as my first concealer because it's really hydrating and it is not too brightening. So it's like just maybe a shade lighter, or maybe half a shade to a shade lighter than my skin tone. It does a nice job of covering up my dark areas under my eyes, and then I can go in with a little bit of a brighter concealer that will dry down, give me a little bit more of a mattifying effect, but it just helps to hydrate the under eye. I really like this concealer. If you have dry under eyes, if you experience a lot of crepiness and dryness under your eyes, I would suggest maybe getting a sample from Ulta of this concealer and seeing how you like it. Find that it doesn't fall into my under eye lines or anything like that. I like it a lot. And this concealer, It Cosmetics has, I think it's like 48 shades or 46, 49 shades of this concealer. I mean, you're bound to find a shade that works for you. I think the one thing is that I'm just confused as to how they can release 40 some odd shades of this concealer, and then they only release like 12 shades of foundation, and then they're gray on people of color. I don't get that, but this is a good product. This is a good product. Okay, so then the final product that I want to mention to you guys, I have other products that I enjoyed, but the most standout products is what I'm bringing to you guys right now, and this is the BlackUp Sublime Light Powder in the shade 05. Now this is a beautiful, beautiful highlight. I'm not wearing it right now. I'm wearing my Bobbi Brown Bronze Glow highlighter, but this is a beautiful highlighter. You can see the marbling that it has, like the more copper tone, and then in some areas it's more golden. So depending on where you place your brush and how you pick up the powder, you can get a more coppery shade to your highlight, or you can get a more golden shade, or even a combination that lends itself to be a little bit more on the rosy rose gold type of a shade. This is very pretty. I really like it. I just really like it, and it's not glittery at all. So you can see that shade there. I just ran my finger across the entire product, and you can see it right there, and it just blends out to see, you see that right there, that nice soft glow. You're not going to have a lot of stuff, a lot of product flying to a place where you didn't want it to go. So I like it. Let me show you guys a little bit of a demo. So I'm just going to take this brush by Wayne Goss. This is the Wayne Goss Holiday Brush. And you can see how that just like transformed that highlight, because the highlight I had on was more like pure golden. This one is a little bit more rich. This is a beautiful highlighter. A beautiful highlighter. So this is for you guys who are not into the glittery highlights. I'm not in the glittery highlights anymore. Okay, so those were my favorites. So for my disappointments, I don't want to say hated because I don't hate the products, you know, but they were disappointing. The first thing, continuing on with BlackUp. BlackUp Mattifying Tinted Moisturizer. This was a disappointment for me. I did try it on camera, I think once or twice. The first time I was able to make it work. I thought it looked okay, but then the second time or the third time that I used it, this was in my January haul too, so I didn't use this that much this month because of the color. It's just too red. It's just too red. Look at that. It's just so red. Why is it so red? And so it is a tinted moisturizer, so it's real thin. You blend it out. It just gives, look at that. So you blend it out, but it's a thin coverage, and you can see it on my hand, red. It's a thin coverage, like a lightweight coverage. Then I just have a light coverage of redness over my skin that I'm not feeling. And then when I bronze, which my bronzers are, they tend to be a little bit more warm, then that just makes the whole look, just makes me look red. I wasn't feeling it. Okay, once I saw that I was looking, I haven't touched it since I saw how red I was looking. I feel like if I've got a foundation or something that's too yellow, then maybe I can mix that in, but I would only use that as a mixing medium, not on its own. Not on its own. Next for the disappointments. Oh, I don't have this product in my collection anymore. It is the Smashbox Cover Shot LA Cover Shot palette, whatever it was called. I returned that. It was $49. It included an eyeliner. The eyeliner is great. The shadows were just okay. Okay, for me, with my experience with eyeshadows and stuff like that, I have things in my collection that are better. And for that price range, I wasn't keep it in my collection just because, you know, just to keep it. If I don't like something that's $49 on an eyeshadow palette, I surely am returning that thing. I'm not keeping it, and I had said that in another video. So there's a lot of overlaps with that eyeshadow palette and the Urban Decay Born to Run palette, and I would much rather have the Born to Run palette than the Cover Shot palette, so I returned that. If you are someone who you don't have the Born to Run palette and you want to get a little bit more bang for your buck, you get two products for $49, then maybe that Cover Shot eyeshadow palette would work well for you. But for me and my desires, the Urban Decay one is much better. So yeah, I did like the way they did the quads, how they did the quads in the palette and stuff. So if you need some ideas on how to put some colors together for an eye look, then that was already, you know, kind of sectioned off for you, which is helpful. So, and that's, I did say that in my first impressions video, but you know, the shadows were just okay, so I returned that. So that was a disappointment for me this month. Alright, and so another thing that was in my January haul is this Hard Candy Stick It to Pores Mattifying Pore Priming Stick. This is not mattifying, so just because it says that it's mattifying, and to me it wasn't, it just didn't have the smoothing texture, or it didn't smooth either, in my opinion. It didn't have an overall smoothing effect on the skin. It didn't fill my pores in or anything like that. It's okay, but I wouldn't recommend you go out and buy it if you're looking for something that's going to mattify and fill in your pores. This ain't it. At least in my opinion, especially with my pores. I feel like I have larger pores in this area, and hey, they didn't get filled in, okay? Alright, so the final thing that I guess there are two things that I was disappointed in this month were the Flesh lipsticks. So I've bought two of these Flesh lipsticks. They've got two different types of lipsticks. They have one that's a little bit more sheer. It just provides like a nice wash of color, but it's supposed to be a little bit hydrating on your lips. And then the other one is supposed to be just your typical like full color lipstick. And I'll put the exact names of them here. So I'm going to talk about the first one. This is the full on color lipstick. And I got the shade Prime. The reason I picked these up is because I'd heard a lot of commentary on these or reviews on these that said they were nice full color lipsticks, very pigmented, easy use, and very creamy. But I don't find these to be full pigmentation. I don't. And just because of the price, I can't get with these. I mean, they're cool. I'm gonna keep them, you know, but I just feel like the pigmentation expectation, I guess, that I had, maybe that's my own fault. I had an expectation of full-on pigmentation, like easy one swipe on your top lip, one swipe on your bottom lip, and you've got full coverage, and that's not it. And it could be the shade that I picked and the pigmentation on my lips versus maybe somebody of a lighter skin tone, but for me, these weren't as, this one was not as, you know, quick use, easy application, one swipe done formula that I had expected. So it's cool, but I don't think for the price that it's all that, okay? Then the next one, they have these ones. This is in a different shape to signify that it's the different formula. This is more of like a balm, I guess, and this is in the shade Slick. So this is a nice, like, little rich brown shade, and it just is supposed to give you a nice, give you a little flush of color on the lips, and it's supposed to be more hydrating and more like a balm. So, and there's the color right there. I think the color's okay, but once again, for the price, it wasn't doing what I wanted it to do. It did not do as much hydrating as I expected it to do. Based on the reviews, I just thought that it would be not overly, but really hydrating, similar to like my Pat McGrath lip balm, or you know, something like that to make my lips feel soft, like when they're dry, that I could go in with that and then the dryness would, you know, be resolved. But that's not what I'm getting with that. So I will not be buying any more of those. I would rather spend a little extra to get a Pat McGrath, or, well, I guess it's not a little extra, it's probably double. Or for this one here, go like with L'Oreal or Revlon and spend like $8 versus like $18, I think this was. So there's just, I just had a different expectation for those Flesh lipsticks, but I am happy that I tried those, because if you remember on my channel, I released a video at the end of December of 12 brands that I wanted to try in 2019, and that's one of them. So I'm happy that I was able to try them. And yeah, but I don't know, I don't think I'm gonna be getting anything else from Flesh. The eyeshadow palettes don't look appealing to me. The foundation does not look appealing to me, so I think we're done with Flesh, okay? But hey, we can say I marked that off the list. I tried it, okay? I tried it. Didn't like it. Okay, so I just don't think it's worth the money. All right, guys, so that's it for my favorites and disappointments for the month of January. Definitely let me know, have you tried any of the products that I mentioned in my video today? And if you have, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, okay? And let me know if any favorites that I didn't mention, but that you might have for January. Let me know your favorites in the comment section, and I will be talking to you guys really, really soon. I will try to put details on this look in the description box. I'm trying out a new eyeshadow palette, and I am pretty pleased so far. So yeah, guys, I will talk to you guys really soon, and thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, definitely give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more content from me, be sure to subscribe and hit that bell notification so you can be notified when I do my next upload, which will be the day after tomorrow. All right. I will be talking to you guys really soon. Thank you so much for watching. See ya.